Flag, what is that? You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your... Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Check. Deuce.
A first down throw for Winston. Check down to Breida. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Mike 51.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long for Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin White providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And taken right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Play action. Haskins. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. 4th down, here's Haskins. The open man is Smith. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Odell Beckham. 38 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the backer. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Double time. Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 87 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Check 26.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff, but, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. He's checking.
Now it's Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
We're ready. Move ready. 51. Touchdown, defense. Flip. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Switch. Watch out. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, dude.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready. Blue ready. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On 1st and 10, Winston. Got a man open. It's Sutton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Check 31. Check 31. Okay.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
51 to mine. What's the end? Green, come with me. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
First down, Green Bay.
Ready. Black, can we do that? I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Let's go.
Mostert. The tackle there by George Odom.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
This is Mostert. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Mostert, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Mostert. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Winston to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Damian Williams, 96 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm on.
Play fake. Winston. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
One set, 2, Mike 52. Here we go, here we go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go. Pittsburgh, check Mike 50. Watch twist.
Now Haskins on first down. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
You better bring it. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. It's a party now.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
It's complete to Snead. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Let's go, fellas.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
52.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
3 down, 3 down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Makes the score Packers 34. Packers 7. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
You're not ready. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Let him go.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
To throw, Winston. He completes this to Sutton. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And the Packer 1st down.
Ready. Blue way. 51. Defense wins championships, baby. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 4. Check 4. No. Off. Here we go. Even. Check. Lucky.
They'll run on 1st down. It's West, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run again here with West. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third and short yardage. Winston. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
51, 30. 51. Quit talking about it.
A first down throw for Winston. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a score closer. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
On second down, here's Haskins. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Haskins completes it to Hardman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down, Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. The kick by Lambo is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jameis to throw it. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And able to find Dorsett. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Throwing, Winston. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Easy, easy, easy.
On third down, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's go, D. Big Ed.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
To C.J. Uzama. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 5-5. Mike 5-5. Watch the screen. Mike 55.
Haskins on third down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mike's 50. All day, dog.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go now. Mike 50. If you don't get this, boy, you think you're going to get this?
Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Now Haskins, third and long. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by one more.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's our time.
Green, come and see.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Easy.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
From the gun, Winston. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Easy. Sonic.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Winston. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Winston. Got it complete to West. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. They're going to try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference.